Local support for News 6 has been provided by the Northwest Ohio Educational Technology Foundation, Bowling Green State University, and the members of WBGU-TV.
Hi! We're the 6th grade class from Elida Middle School, home of the Bulldogs. Welcome to News 6!
Hi, I'm Lori Chaffins from Elida Middle School. Welcome to News 6. With today's first story, here's Eric Nyford.
A lot of people like to restore old cars for a hobby, but the General Dynamics plant in restoration is restoring a tank. Here's Brett Roller with a report on the restoration of a Sherman tank.
What's big and green and has no wheel but moves? It's a tank. Why are you restoring the Sherman tank?
We're restoring the Sherman tank for the Allen County Historical Society. One of the engineers here, Mr. Jack Roller, contacted us on their behalf, the Lima Tank Plant Management Club, on their behalf to restore it. It's been sitting outside since 1957, and it's a part of Lima's history since the tank was sold to the Historical Society in May of '57 for $100, and we're restoring it for the Historical Society.
Where was it used?
The Sherman tanks were used in World War II in both the European and Pacific theaters of the war. After World War II, they were used with a great deal of success in the Korean War, and there are still some Sherman tanks in use today with foreign countries.
How does it compare to the M1A1 tank you make in your plant today?
There are large differences, but probably one of the largest differences in the two vehicles is crew protection. This tank offered very little crew protection and was easily set afire. The M1 tank of today offers crew protection from fire and explosion, but also protection from gases, nuclear biological warfare.
How would the defense budget cut affect the restoration of the tank?
The work on the Sherman tank is being done totally by volunteer labor through the Lima Tank Plant Management Club. The people are offering their own time to do this, and it's supported by both General Dynamics, Ford Motor Company, Texaco, British Petroleum, and Goodyear Corporation.
Today's News 6 is produced by the 6th grade class of Elida Middle School. Elida Middle School is located in Elida, which is about 5 miles northwest of Lima. Elida was founded in 1878 and has a population of about 1,500. Did you ever wonder how they get limousines to be so long? Recently, News 6 visited Superior Coach Company and learned how a limousine is made. Here's Damon Raines with the story.
We do the detail work.
Our 6th grade got a chance to see what goes on behind the scenes in the making of a glamorous automobile. What kind of cars do you make?
We make, on hearses and limousines, we make Cadillacs, Lincolns, and Buicks. We build them to the customer satisfaction and what the customer would like on their vehicles, be it hearses or limousines.
Why did the company choose to make these kind of cars?
The industry requires us to make that type of vehicles both for limousines and hearses.
How long does it take to make one of these cars?
Okay, the production-wise, 17 working days it takes us to build a limousine. It takes roughly 21 to 22 days on the hearse. It's 6 to 8 weeks delivery time on the hearse and 4 to 6 weeks on the limousines.
How do you make a limo?
As far as on a limousine, the car comes in from a local dealership, be it a Cadillac, a Buick, or Lincoln. It's brought into our areas as far as different organizations here in this plant. We cut it to the specifications of the dealership as far as the dealer has sent us a order from the customer. and we cut it, we stretch it, we add on anything that the customer would like as far as different color moldings, any interior wise, and detailed and delivered at that point.
Everyone has his or her favorite foods. This week, News 6 asked the 6th graders at Elida Middle School about their favorite foods. Here's what we found out.
Hi, I'm John Busser with this week's Kids View question. What is your favorite food and why?
I like spaghetti because I like pasta and I enjoy Italian food.
My favorite food's steak because it's thick and juicy.
My favorite food is tacos because I enjoy crunchy Mexican food.
Our last story today features Elida High School's girls basketball team, Elida Lady Dogs. We have just interviewed Coach Vicki Mock, who led the team through 15 wins and no losses. Here's Amanda Olson with more details.
Who has 19 wins and no losses and are the champions of the Western Buckeye League? It's the Elida Lady Dogs. This team has won many games. Can you tell us a little about the character of the team?
This year's basketball team has worked very hard in the off season as well as during the season to accomplish some of the goals that they've set out to accomplish. They have a lot of intensity and they really work hard to be the best that they can be.
How would you rate this team in terms of the players' talent and ability?
This team has a lot of talent and ability, but I think the thing that makes them so special is the way that they work with the intensity that they put out to be the best that they can be. They have the talent to be good, but you always have to have the work ethics to accomplish what you set out to accomplish.
Can you tell us a little about your philosophy of coaching?
The reason that I decided to go into coaching was that I had a very strong background in sports from my family, my parents, my brothers, sister. And the reason that I decided to go into coaching was to pass some of the things that I learned as a player from some of my high school coaches and college coaches on to other players. And I would hope to think that the players that we have here at Elida or who have graduated would do the same for the younger players that are coming through the system.
What were the goals of the team at the beginning of the year and have you achieved them?
We always have goals to be the best that we can be and to improve game by game. Some of the goals that are measurable that we set out to do was to be very competitive in the Western Buckeye League, and we have accomplished that. We ended up being the WBL champs, 9-0, going undefeated, which is very difficult to do. We still have some goals that we are striving to accomplish right now since we're going into tournament, and hopefully we will continue to work hard to see if we can achieve those goals.
That's all for this week's News 6. Thank you for tuning in. Join us next week when Van Loo School visits News 6.
Local support for News 6 has been provided by the Northwest Ohio Educational Technology Foundation, Bowling Green State University, and the members of WBGU-TV.